Well, I drive. If you look, my father-in-law gave me a car. He gave me a van about 4 years ago. It is a 1990. Now, my wife has the Honda. She has a newer Honda. She drives that. I drive the 1991 Aerostar, which, you know, it's a great car. Still going, and it's paid for. But Bill said, Pastor, it will never inspection again. So, so I can't say on tape how we got it to pass inspection now. All right, so the wise get wiser, and the wise seek out knowledge. And we're also to love God with all of our what? Minds. So to grow in knowledge is not a bad thing, it's a good thing. If you stop learning today, you stop leading tomorrow. In all of life, with your kids, amen, yes, with everybody, you've got to keep learning. Well, what's other methods of learning in the Christian life? Well, you can spend time reading the Bible. Be diligent to present yourself approved to God, a workman who does not need to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. There's a million different ways to study. There's the self-studies, the 30 Days of Understanding the Bible, their Kay Arthur series, a million different ways to study the Bible. And you ought to spend time in books. Most Christian books are read by women.
Well, they have more time.
Yes, yes, because they're home, because they're home just watching soap operas, Larry. Wayne, when Larry leaves, walk out in back of it. That's all I'm saying. So that's not a good thing. But 2 Timothy 4:13 says, "Bring the cloak that I left with Carpus at Troas." This is Paul. The cloak, that's his coat. He also tells him to come before winter. And Paul, in prison, going to get executed, he wants him to bring what? The books. And especially the parchments, his personal copies of the Old Testament. But Paul, they're going to cut your head off. Yeah, but I'd like to do some reading. Yes?
I have a question. Why is most books read by women? Like, in my opinion, I feel like in women's defense, like, they're more open to extra help than men are.
That's true. I think also in general, most books are written for women.
What does that mean?
It means that the way a book is written appeals because
we use both sides of the brain.
No. If you read a book on the family, it goes into the intricacies of the family. Goes in, and the average guy, not all men, but the average guy, if you just give him a book with a few pictures, something to color, and it says, do this, 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 and this, he's happy to read the book. But if you want the intricacies of why the family works this way and all this, he goes, you know what? I don't have time for that.
That's the same as they just talk, and that's what it feeds. That part of the brain of them where they gotta talk. So it explains everything.
You men talk more than us women.
No, I sincerely...
Crosby, when Roberto walks out, please walk in back of it.
No, sincerely...
Well, this is Mike's question. This is Mike's.
But when you mentioned, like, I'm off that question now, but when you mentioned...
Mike, you need to focus that, baby.
Obviously, a lot of ego is going on. They hear, well, women this, but
no,
that. When you say love the Lord with all your mind, isn't mind really the body?
No. When it says love the Lord with all your mind, it says with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, with all your strength. The strength is your physicalness, but it's saying to love God holistically with everything you have, but that involves every part of me. So, go ahead.
No, in psychology, like when you say mind, it's more of a...
It's a physical thing.
It's a physical
right. I think that's psychology. That's not the New Testament. No. The New Testament, when it speaks of the mind, speaks of the immaterial as opposed to the material. The strength aspect of that is the material.
What?
Say the strength, when the New Testament speaks of your mind, it speaks of that which is immaterial. Not the brain, but the immaterial sense behind it. When it speaks of the strength, that would be the material sense of it.
Okay.
All right, so Paul says this. There are all kinds of books on CDs. There are tons of books that you can read. And it wouldn't be the worst thing to plan your reading. You know, just to plan it. things that you're interested in, things you want to change in your life, things where you need to move up on. Plan your reading and read at the pace you read. You know, and don't let anyone bother you. Say, "Oh no, I'm going to read 37 books this week or this year." Great. How many books are you going to read? I'm thinking about 2 and 2, but they're both over 100 pages. Yes, Ellen.
No, I was just thinking that maybe Larry said, well, you know, worldwide, like just thinking about how women might read more, thinking in that vein. I was thinking that a lot of books kind of, because I love to read, so a lot of books kind of maybe play more into helping you go into some kind of a, when you're thinking is very, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say this. That a lot of books go into like how you like to think emotionally.
Okay.
Maybe that's why more women read. However, if it's analytical, you know, then I'm probably not going to be more likely to read that. I'm going to read something that's going to
Touch you emotionally.
touch me.
Yes,
emotionally.
I was thinking the same, that women, we need solution for our emotions. So we are desperate to look for that knowledge
Okay.
because we are emotional. I think we suffer a little more than men.
Yes, yes. I'm not sure women suffer more than men. It's just a different type of suffering.
Pastor,
Yes.
I think it's because we're, in a sense, we're more deeper thinkers, you know, in a sense.
Marina, when you walk out, stay behind her.
I think that what we have to realize is that it's not it's in the books that I've read, emotion. I think it is different thinkers, and I think that the reason for the difference is good, and it's a God thing. But I think that men think one way and women think another way, and neither one is good or bad. It just is. And if you can, you know, I've run the video. You know, men think in these boxes, and right.
That's what I mean about deeper
You're all over.
thinkers.
Right.
We're not all over the place.
All right. Well, let's move on so that there's a few people left here in the end.
Don't be allowed to-